My name is Maina Kageni. I'm a real Nairobian. I'm last born in a family of 3 children. I've got an elder brother and an elder sister. My mom raised us as a single mom. My dad passed away when I was a toddler, so I hardly ever knew him. Growing up without a father really didn't affect me much because you don't miss what you've never had. But I had a very strong father figure in SK Macharia. And if there's anything I needed, I'd go to him. So he basically is my father. He raised me. My brother is in business. He's got a couple of beautiful children. My sister as well. She lives in the UK. She works there as well. She's got 2 beautiful boys as well. They're happy, they're growing, and they're making a difference in their own lives. I really didn't have a troubled childhood. I was provided for everything. There's nothing I lacked. But one thing my mom insisted on was me having my own mind. She always encouraged me to express myself and encouraged my brother and my sister to really express themselves and do what they want to do. And I think that's what enabled me to find my place in life. It enabled me to find a purpose. And that's the one thing you've got to give your child, that environment where they can be able to find something to latch onto and to aspire to be or to aspire to do, and let them chart their own paths. You cannot police everything your child does. You need to let them be. And along the way, they're going to make mistakes, but you've got to stand back and let them fall down once in a while. The getting up again is going to teach them a few lessons. I attended Westlands Primary School, which is my primary school that I did my primary education in. I then went to Laser Hill Academy, and that basically sums up my educational journey. But of course, every day you never leave school. Every day teaches you something new, and primary school is where I built friendships that lasted until today. High school, I met people who changed even my business direction in a lot of ways. And I went to school with some very influential people who've become huge mega businessmen. They've been in power for a long, long time. They've been around circles of power. So I've learned from them a lot. And the good thing is, if you learn how to really grow your relationships from even way back in the day, you'll be amazed at how easy it becomes for you to get along in life. It's the relationships that matter. My mom used to work for the UN. Then she went into business when my dad passed away. So she ran his businesses and her own businesses as well. I'm very, very fortunate to say I've got 2 mothers, because my aunt has been another mainstay in my life. And she played a very big role in raising me in conjunction with my mom. Another big influence in my life was SK Macharia. He also basically raised me. He was the father figure that I never had. And his children are my brothers and my sisters, quite very, very close. I'm thankful for him in a lot of ways. And there are other people who've influenced my life a lot. They're personal friends. I'd rather not name them, but they're people who I can count on for support in any way, shape, or form. And you need to have those in your life as well. You need people who you can call, sometimes just to talk to, and they need to be there. So my life has been pretty much uneventful. I never really had a dream. If you ask me, what did I dream to grow up to be? I never had one of those. And that's the amazing thing. All I wanted was to be very, very, very wealthy. Still not achieved it, but we are working hard towards it. So I really hope it comes to pass. But as I continued in life, it occurred to me, and it dawned on me, that the most important thing is to make a difference. And somehow that just crept up on me and just edged its way up to the top of my list of priorities. And making a difference sometimes is giving someone a listening ear, a shoulder to lean on. Doesn't necessarily have to do with money, but just being there for people. Sometimes a smile could be enough. So, and it's free. So if you can be able to prioritize making a difference, then you'll do well in life, and you'll be satisfied with yourself. Another thing I learned quite early on in life is you cannot go alone on a journey. My mom always used to tell me, this finger alone cannot kill a fly, even if you tried. But this fist can kill a man. You need to have people in your life you can anchor to. You need to go as a team. And teamwork has been at the very heart of everything I do. I always ask, where is the team? Where is the team effort? Because I cannot do anything alone. Neither can you. We try and take on too much. It ends up breaking us. It ends up frustrating us. It ends up depressing us. So you've got to think of that. I've always liked being in business. I do a lot of work, especially biasharas, not shops or anything, but I like to make things happen. And the one thing I learned earlier on is that unless you're solving a problem, you'll never make money. If you're solving a problem, you're onto a good thing. You look at companies like Safaricom. They're solving our communication problems, and that's why they're the most successful company in the entire region. If you're not solving a problem, you're never gonna make any money. So when you look at something, you need to ask yourself, what problem will this solve? And if you're solving a big enough problem, well, you're in for a big enough payday. So it's another thing that I remembered from earlier on as I started dabbling in business. You don't need to have studied for anything for you to achieve something in a field. Sometimes the best teacher is experience. So learn as you go. But the most important thing is that every lesson that life offers you, remember it. So you don't make the same mistake twice. Because a mistake made twice is not a mistake. It's a choice that you're making. That's how I live my life, and happiness to me is very important. So you need that, and you need to be happy with yourself. I was always a very big toddler in primary school, in high school, even after high school, and I ballooned up to 119 kgs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it was ridiculous. And it was a change I had to make, not just to stay alive and stay healthy, but so that I can feel good about myself. So if you're not happy with yourself, there's no way you're gonna get happiness anywhere else. So be happy with yourself and seek happiness where you find it. Where you encounter negativity, avoid it. It's just not worth the stress. That is my story. Really, there's really not that much, but I hope there's enough to help you make a difference in yours.